begins in 1945 somewhere in Europe. The Nazis develop a superweapon, so the Americans send their own superweapon to stop them. The Air Force drops a bunch of soldiers right on top of the Nazi soldiers so they can practice shooting fish in a barrel. This is where the world's most idealized superhero makes his entrance, Captain America. He easily destroys the Nazi defenses by throwing an airplane at them. Then he gives an inspiring speech to the battered soldiers.
Okay, soldiers, let's take this dump!
A very short and uninspired speech that has the desired effect. Inside the fortress, the captain discovers that the Chitauri are behind the evil plan, especially the most Chitauri and most evil of them all, Kleiser. The captain and Kleiser fight. Kleiser dies, either burned or from the fall, I don't know, and the captain blows up the superweapon, which was a nuclear missile. The explosion is so powerful it sends him flying across northern Europe, crashing down, injured and disheveled into the Arctic Ocean, where he remains frozen for decades, until the present day when General Fury finds him. There's no retirement for a super soldier. Another Avenger appears, or rather his alter ego appears, Dr. Bruce Banner, who in this movie seems like a depressed drunk. He is obsessed with Captain America because he believes the super soldier serum could be the key to creating an anti-Hulk vaccine. The captain wakes up and puts several American soldiers on disability retirement. While escaping, he realizes New York City is different, meaning he is in the future. This captain is stronger than his cinematic counterpart because when he jumps from a great height, he lands on his feet without injury, whereas the other had to break his fall with the shield. The Chitauri are still on planet Earth plotting something evil, even though they haven't done anything in over 70 years. That's why Fury wants to reactivate the super soldier program. But these holographic heads, whoever they are, tell him their plan takes too long and that instead he should activate the Avengers program. Fury doesn't want to, but finally agrees. He's a state employee, he's not the boss, but a subordinate. The recruitment tour begins. The first is Wasp, who also wants her husband to be part of the group. No, Fury tells her, that man is immature. But he can grow giant, Wasp replies. You convinced me, he's part of the group now, Fury answers. Next, Thor, god of thunder, of blacksmiths, and of slaves, who at that moment was saving whales with the X-Men's Storm's powers, that is, controlling the weather. Those chunks of ice killed 2 crew members, but it doesn't matter because they're evil. Thor doesn't want to be part of the group, yet he gives the captain a non-gay hug. Iron Man also refuses to participate, even though the idea of creating the Avengers came from Tony Stark. Later, for no reason, he changes his mind and joins the group. Meanwhile, the captain finds out his old girlfriend married his best friend. Bucky took advantage of the empty nest. And also, all his other comrades and friends are dead. The captain feels like a relic of the past. But there's no time for sadness. Fury takes him back to work. We spent a lot of money rescuing you, and we're gonna recoup it. Briefing meeting. Basically, they tell us everything we already knew, but there's new information. The Chitauri use vibranium as the basis for all their technology. The army recovered some vibranium from the Nazi lab in the 40s. Thanks to that, they were able to make a family-sized frisbee and gave it to the captain, calling it a shield. A Chitauri infiltrates a military base, kills the scientists, and steals the server data. This is the first job for the newly formed Avengers. Once at the base, the captain devises a strategic plan to capture the Chitauri. At first, it seems like it's going to work, until everyone goes into idiot mode and acts individualistically. Cohesion breaks down, and the plan goes to hell. The Chitauri steals all of S.H.I.E.L.D's data and blows up the base. Iron Man is about to suffocate, and the captain removes his helmet. Now everyone knows Tony Stark is Iron Man. Fury arrives and lives up to his name, giving them a severe scolding as if they were little children. Everyone quits the team, except for Ant-Man, who gets kicked out, and Black Widow, who was afraid of unemployment. Fury is still furious when he returns to the S.H.I.E.L.D. base, where he discovers that Banner didn't make any super soldier serum. He didn't even start on it. All that time he was working on a serum to control Hulk, that is, to have Hulk's body and Banner's mind, the Professor. Fury shakes him a bit, but there's no time for that. The Chitauri have arrived. Banner transforms to Hulk with the new serum and retains his own personality. The Captain joins the fight because Black Widow convinced him to return. Then the other Avengers arrive, even Thor. Now acting as a group, they manage to defeat the Chitauri quite quickly and easily. Then the real final battle arrives. Hulk has taken control of his own body and attacks the Avengers. He beats them all up. The only ones who give him some trouble are Wasp, who makes him cry, Thor, who seems about to defeat him but ends up knocked out by his own axe, and the Captain, whose strength the writer boosted almost to Hulk's level. Black Widow is the one who saves the day, the true heroine, injecting a sedative in Hulk, fentanyl or something, and putting him to sleep. Then there's an epilogue that adds nothing, so this is the end.